Hey everybody, welcome to Cheese Reads. My name is Eric, but you can call me Cheese, and welcome into your monthly reading for the sidereal air signs of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This is going to be your general reading, your general energy reading for the month of April 2026. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We're going to start with an overall energy for all of the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and then we're going to break the message down into each individual sign. And the timestamps for those can be found in the description box, starting with the collective and then moving down through each of the signs. Yes? Cool. Let's get into this, guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in. It is so wonderful to be here with you. If you're new, welcome. It is so wonderful and a pleasure and an honor to meet you. And if you're returning, it's good to see you again. All right, air signs. Let's see what we've got going on. I do want to say, because this happened with the fire signs yesterday, and so I'm just going to trust it. I woke up with it. Well, I didn't wake up with the song in my head this time, but it did, as my morning progressed, it has become a major theme in my head. And as I've gotten closer and closer to recording this, it's gotten louder and louder. So the song is Shut Up by the Black Eyed Peas, and it's specifically Fergie's part where she sings, "We try to take it slow, but we're still losing control. And we try to make it work, but it still ends up the worst. And I'm crazy." Sing it, ladies. We're trying to be a lady. I think I'm going crazy. There's something about that going on here. And I lit my sage while I was starting this. And the formation, it was the two little leaves, and the formation that they made was a heart. You know, like you see, like this thing here you make with your fingers, and that like kind of symbolizes a heart. That's what the leaves looked like. So I feel like this is going to be a lot of love. I feel like you guys are dealing with a relationship, a specific relationship. And as the words of the song say, things are going wild. You're trying to take it slow, but still somehow, you're still losing control. Like your control over the situation is slipping away from you, or you feel like the situation is just going awry. It might feel very chaotic, destructively chaotic, to the point where like you don't even know how you'll be able to fix anything. Some of you are questioning whether it's even worth fixing at this point. Okay, that's pretty specific. That's just one part of it, but we'll get into the rest of this here, and we'll see what we've got, and we'll see how the message applies to that song. Yeah. All right. For my air signs, my sidereal air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Please show me Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius for April 2026. Spirit, thank you so much for your love, your guidance, your support, and your messages. Yes? All right, air signs. Let's see what we've got for you for April here. Ooh. Stop it. You guys, stop it right now. Are you fucking kidding me? The very first card is partnership. Look at that heart right there. You gotta be kidding me. Come on. Okay. So I guess this song is relevant. Okay. And if y'all don't know, I'm pretty sure those of you that are watching me, that are here with me now, y'all know that song. Okay. Come on now. Don't front. I loved that song, man. That was back in the day when the Black Eyed Peas really were like the shit, okay? A significant relationship is about to be forged that will assist you in expanding your growth. All right, so twofold so far. First thing, yeah, this situation you've got going on with some sort of partnership or relationship that seems to be slipping away from you, that's a thing. The other thing that I'm getting with this is that now, maybe in terms of this partnership that you've got going on here, this relationship, this romantic relationship, there could be like a friend or an ally or like a third party that comes into the situation to help iron things out. It might be a therapist. Maybe you guys are doing couples therapy, or maybe it's just a trusted friend. And the feeling that I'm getting from this is that the situation is reaching a breaking point to where now you're actively 444 on the counter. Now somebody is either saying out loud or thinking we've got to get a second opinion here. We've got to get an outside party. We've got to get a third party in here to help us iron this out, to help us talk about this. That is the biggest thing that seems to be coming through with this. You're needing to have a conversation with your partner. There's been a breakdown in communication. We try to take it slow, but we're still losing control, and we try to make it work, but it still ends up the worst. And so it's like you can't even talk to each other about it. So there really is a need for a third party, completely removed, no emotional investment or anything in the situation. So maybe it couldn't, a trusted friend might work, but even still, that might be a little too close. That there may be still a bit of a conflict of interest there, right? A therapist or something like that might actually really be a good option. Okay. All right. Show me air signs for April, please. Next, you've got repetition. Repetition over and over and over again. You keep finding yourself here. I see someone standing in what feels like, it looks like a hall of mirrors. Whoa. Oh, that is significant. A hall of mirrors, guys. Well, you know what mirrors do? They reflect. All right, air signs. So in terms of this repetition, in terms of something that just keeps happening over and over and over again, you keep finding yourself back here in this same space. And if it feels like you're surrounded by mirrors, if you're in a hall of mirrors, the universe is literally saying to you, you need to look at your reflection. You need to look at yourself. There is an energy here of needing to go within. So the mirror does represent, your reflection and all that. But the mirror, if you're looking into the mirror, then you are essentially looking into yourself. And that's the encouragement here. Somebody is being encouraged and guided to really start looking in the mirror. Okay. This is giving energies of the love readings that I did for Mercury over the course of Mercury retrograde. The beginning of those messages was somebody here in the relationship is in the Knight of Cups energy, is not really maturing. And the other person in the relationship is requiring or wanting their person to mature. But what the universe is pushing you towards is to say to yourself, okay, well, do they need to mature, or should I just worry about my own maturity? Should I just grow up then, instead of requiring them to grow up? But you growing up means you're going to have to make a hard decision, which probably means leaving the situation. So with repetition here, air signs, the universe is literally putting you through this over and over and over again to really start making the deep changes that are necessary within the self. That's the only way you're going to get out of this repetition, is if you learn the lesson, right? And learning the lesson right now looks like and feels like looking in the mirror somehow, taking responsibility for yourself, looking at how you are enabling the situation, or looking at how you are adding to the situation. What is your involvement here? You didn't get here by yourself. Somebody is saying that to the other person. I didn't get here all by myself. No, you didn't. The other person did help you get there, but you also still had your own involvement. You can't just put it off on somebody else. You can't see that's, that's about to piss me off. You can't say to someone, well, I didn't get here all by myself, and then turn around and completely blame them for everything. Like, what? Didn't you just say you didn't get here all by yourself? So why are you now putting all the blame on me? Make that make sense, right? All right, show me air signs for April, please. There it is right there. Door to power. Well, look at that. Look at this, guys. All of this is leading you to greater power. Your courage to stand up for what you believe in will bring great blessings in your life. See, that is the reason. That is the whole reason why the universe has you, or your higher self, you could say, has you going through this repetition, this, and it might be a type of partnership. I say this all the time. Either this is you dealing with the same person for all of this time, or you keep finding yourself in the same type of relationship dynamic. That feels like the strongest part here, but take it as it resonates, okay? You keep finding yourself in this relationship dynamic, and this relationship dynamic seems to surround some sort of giving your power away or ending up feeling powerless. And it might be a situation in which the relationship starts off great, you feel empowered, you feel loved, you feel secure, only for it to ultimately crumble or result in you feeling powerless. Because ultimately, you didn't actually stand up for yourself. So, this is pretty specific, but take it as it resonates. What I'm feeling like is going on for this relationship dynamic is in the beginning, everything feels good, right? Everything feels secure, feels safe, blah, 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 whatnot, whatever. But then time goes on and the cracks start to show. And the beginning was such a comfort zone thing that you immediately just sank right into it. It felt perfect, but it was comfortable because it was familiar, and it only ends up in you actually just feeling 11-11 on the counter, feeling powerless. But see, here's the thing: you never really had the power to begin with because the relationship was already built on an inequality of exchange, right? It wasn't a balanced give or take, even though in the beginning it may have felt like it, seemed like it. This is manipulative. This is a bait and switch. This is someone, a love bomber. This is someone who lays it on thick in the beginning. This is that Knight of Cups energy. Y'all, if you haven't been watching those love readings, check them out, okay? They were specifically channeled during Mercury retrograde, but this Knight of Cups energy, this energy of someone who is not fully mature emotionally, but also is mature enough to know better, and the type of individual that will say and do exactly what they know the other person needs for them to feel safe. And then completely switch once they've got you, once you're safe and secure and you feel safe and like you settle in and like you let all your guards down and everything, that's when they start switching it up on you. But you were powerless to begin with in this situation. Not that ultimately you're fully powerless, but in the beginning you were. Well, no, I'm sorry. You always, in this dynamic, you are. And what you're needing to do is stand up. That's why you keep finding yourself in this repetitive situation, because instead of choosing to go, let's say you're at a fork in the road, right? And you choose to go left. Okay, you go left. Ooh, that doesn't turn out so well. And you end up right back at that fork. Okay, but you're like, let me try left again. Okay, we just did that, but let's try it again. Okay, oh, you're back here. All right. So what are you going to do now? Are you going to go left this time, or are you going to go right? And some of you have been specifically avoiding going right or standing up for yourself or taking your power back because of some sort of trauma or conditioning that needs to be healed. And you might be, your ego might be getting in the way and be like, why are you doing this to me, universe? No, the universe isn't doing anything to you. The universe is doing this for you so that you can walk through the door to power. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then at the bottom of the deck, underneath everything, you've got celebration. Okay. Now, walking through the doorway to power is really going to be where the celebration lies. But I will say, I do feel like the fact that you're even here now, questioning all this, able to see this, maybe even seeing that doorway right in front of you, like meaning knowing exactly what you need to do, how you need to act, how you need to stand up for yourself, what you need to say, what you need to follow through with, that will get you through that door. The fact that you even see that, or you're aware of it, or you're becoming aware of it, or you're willing to see it now is celebratory, is enough to be celebrated by itself. But once you walk through that door fully, honey, the party is on. Okay. All right, let's break this down. We're going to start with Gemini. Hey, Gemini. All right. Let's get into this. Gemini, you feel inquisitive in all of this. I'm not necessarily sure you're really going through what was picked up on in the beginning. You might be, but you specifically feel more inquisitive here rather than run down or anything like that. Partnership, repetition, interesting. Okay, let's just see. What have we got for you, Gemini? Show me Gemini, please, for the month of April 2026. Thank you so much, Spirit. I just get this feeling, Gemini, that you're just trying to learn right now. You're trying to learn as much as you can. You're trying to put everything into perspective. You don't necessarily feel like you're ringing in my ear. You don't necessarily feel like you're coming from any sort of drama or trauma or anything. I just get this feeling, Gemini, that you might be specifically repeating something or working on some sort of repetition, working with, and I feel like this is conscious because you see the door to power, you recognize the door, you recognize the power that could be gained, the strength that could be gained from something like this. It really does kind of feel like some sort of speed dating type energy. Like you feel like you want to date as many people as you can to get the repetition under your belt. Because there's something about that. There's something within this repetition for you, Gemini, that you'll be able to draw some sort of power or wisdom from. That's very interesting. At the bottom of the deck for you, Gemini, you've got the Page of Cups, you've got the Emperor, and you've got the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, this really does kind of make sense. Because with this Page of Cups here, you're, in terms of like this loving energy, you are testing the waters, kissing frogs, that kind of energy. It's nothing serious, right? It's the Page of Cups. It's not the Knight, it's not the King or Queen. It's the Page of Cups. So you're making offers, or you're open to offers, you're open to communication, you're open to interacting with people, you're open to getting to know people, you're open to going out on dates and whatnot, whatever. And there really is no limit to how many you go, because it's not really anything serious yet. Because behind this Page of Cups, you have the Emperor here. So you're approaching this from a very mature place, from a place of power already. Some of you, for some Geminis here, this does get, I'm hearing greedy. I'm hearing a little bit of power hungriness. Okay, maybe check your intentions. Make sure you're not trying to be greedy, or you're not out doing this for selfish or greedy reasons. But in all of this energy, Gemini, you've got the Seven of Pentacles here, where you're watching, you're learning, you're observing, and you're deciding as you go. I'm hearing maybe you're a bachelor. Maybe you're an eligible bachelor. Oh, yeah, maybe you are an eligible bachelor who might be looking for commitment. Bachelor, bachelorette. We do have the Emperor here, so okay, bachelor, but could be a bachelorette. It doesn't matter. All right, because then underneath this, you have Page of Cups, Emperor, Seven of Pentacles. Under that is Temperance and Death, and the Eight of Pentacles. Look at this, Gemini. And then the Three of Wands. Death can represent marriage when it comes to romance and relationships, but it represents marriage or commitment in terms of going from being single and transforming into now a committed partnership. Okay. Somebody here wants to get married. Somebody here wants to settle down. And you're looking for the right partner. And quite frankly, Gemini, I want to say, even though there is a little bit of twinge of like, power hungry and all that, I feel like you're going about this the right way, to be quite honest, because of the maturity and the respect I'm hearing that you're bringing into the situation with this Emperor energy. Okay. All right, Gemini, I like that. Okay, cool. So show me partnership for Gemini, please. The Knight of Cups. Come on now. Okay. So this Knight of Cups energy is affecting you or has been affecting you. Either you have been a victim of this sort of Nine of Cups tomfoolery, trickery, bamboozlement, or you've been that Knight of Cups type of energy. And maybe this repetition here for whomever this is for, maybe this repetition is you needing to date over and over and over again so you can work on being genuine, being honest, breaking yourself of the negative aspects of this. Knowing that you're not fully mature, but also knowing that you're mature enough to know better. So maybe this repetition for you, Gemini, is you working on acting like you know better or acting from a place that you do, in fact, know better. I want more. Can you show me more for Knight of Cups and partnership for Gemini, please? Oh, damn. We got two more cards. We've got the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Oh, yep. Yup. There it is. There it is right there. So whether you, Gemini, find yourself on the side of being victimized by this immature Knight of Cups energy, who is not fully grown, not fully mature, but still mature enough to know better, or you have been that energy. The repetition involved here is in terms of growing out of it, maturing. Okay, because we're progressing from the Knight to the Queen, right? So there's a level of maturity there, and King and Queen are like the same tier. Okay, it doesn't matter. Like the Queen or the King is not above the Queen or whatnot. No, they're equal. So it doesn't. The gender really doesn't matter. The symbolism of the Queen of Cups is what matters the most, because as you can see, she is staring intently into that cup. Right? So technically she could be gaining wisdom, gaining understanding, looking at what the source of this energy of this Five of Pentacles energy, feeling left out in the cold, feeling lost or downtrodden, not feeling like there really is no one out there for you, or like if you've been the victim of this Knight of Cups energy, or if you've been this Knight of Cups energy, looking at what's going on within you that has you feeling like you're not worthy or whatnot, whatever, that has had you being an emotionally manipulative and immature individual when it comes to love and partnerships. Okay? And that's how you mature here. By looking into this cup, by looking into yourself. If you are one of those individuals that feels like you're standing in a hall of mirrors, this is your sign that you got to start looking into the mirror, boo. That's the only way you're going to be able to get out of that state. And then at the bottom of the deck here is the Two of Wands. Oops. The Two of Wands and the Six of Cups, Gemini. All right. So you got a choice to make. Are you going to stay stuck in the past, or are you going to move forward? Simple as that. Show me repetition for Gemini, please. The Knight of Pentacles. Come on. You can't. You've got two knights here, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Now, in terms of repetition for you, Gemini, this is exactly what I was picking up on. You have been intentionally going through some sort of repetitive situation, like strength training, really. Like, you know how when you're literally trying to build that muscle, strengthen that muscle. And I feel like you are consciously, intently working with this repetitive energy so that you can get the maximum effect, the maximum outcome, the maximum output. With minimal effort? I'm not sure that effort is minimal when it comes to the Knight of Pentacles. No, he puts full effort into his situation. Show me more for repetition, please. The Nine of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Get out of here. You guys, this is so wild, Gemini. You're starting with a knight and you're ending with a queen again. You've got repetition. You've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Gemini, this is literally breaking you out of a comfort zone. And the Queen of Swords says there ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it, baby. We are getting ourselves out of this comfort zone now. Ooh. Oh, Gemini. Yes. At the bottom of the deck, you've got the Nine of Pentacles now. Okay. Look at that, Gem. Goodness me. I like this for you, though. Nine of Pentacles. Independent, strong, abundant. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Okay. Excellent. Healed. Healed. All right. Show me door to power for Gemini, please. The Six of Wands. Yes. All right. So look, Gemini, you're going to be victorious. All right. You're going to come out of this. You could say you're going to come out of this on top. I don't know if that's really the right phrase. You're going to come out of this with the victory that you need. And I just heard it's going to be recognizable. So maybe you're going to come out of this a changed man or a changed woman, which actually feels like is the actual intention here. Okay, so there you go. Victory is on its way. Power has been gained or will be gained through this. Show me more, please, for Gemini. The Queen of Wands now. Look at that. Okay, one more card just because everything else was three. Anything else? Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah, Gemini. You've got the Six of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and then the Devil in reverse. Because you are actively taking your power back, Gemini. And then you've got the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. So this is you. Okay, so the biggest thing about taking your power back, Gemini, is number one, realizing that the only one that's been keeping you in a mental prison, in this like mentally blindfolded, whatnot, whatever, in this place of feeling stuck, like you can't move or you're trapped, it's you. Because you got to be able to tell the devil no. No, I'm not going to stick around for this any longer. No, I'm not going to tolerate this any longer. No, I'm not going to put up with this any longer. No, I'm not going to allow you to rip my power from me any longer. No, I'm not going to give you my power anymore. There you go, Gemini. Door to power for you is clarified by the Six of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Devil in reverse. You got lots of feminine energy here. So maybe I'm speaking to, this message is for a woman or someone who is more on the feminine side. But really the feminine symbolism here is about internal. Is about going within. It's about looking within. It's about being honest and down to like cut it to the quick. No BS. Be honest, be truthful. And it's about aligning with the right vibration to manifest what you want. Queen of Cups, looking within. Queen of Swords, being honest and making a strong judgment call in terms of how you can and need to cut yourself away from a comfort zone. Queen of Wands, the vibration that you hold that attracts what it is you want to manifest. So you don't have to be a woman or on more of the feminine side of the situation for this to resonate with you, because everybody's got masculine and feminine energy, right? So even if you are a woman, but you find yourself more on that masculine side, you got to get in touch with the feminine now so that you can understand this repetition and access this door to power. I love this for you, Gemini. There you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. Please let me know how this resonates for you in the comment section down below. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already, if this resonated for you, if you like this reading, and consider subscribing if you're new. And if you would like a personal reading with me, my email address is in the description box. Shoot me an email. I'll get you all set up. But with that said, Gemini, I hope you have a fantastic month, and I look forward to connecting with you again very, very soon. Yes? Cute. Bye. Hey there, Libra. Welcome in, my love. How are you? It's so good to see you. So this energy for you feels, there's a, why am I having trouble saying this, Eric? Just say it. So this might actually be difficult for someone to hear. You may have been struggling to deal with this, to accept this, but because you may feel like you're a very independent person. You may see yourself and believe yourself to be a very independent person. And I'm not saying that you're not, but Libra, this feels like there is a level of codependency, especially when it comes to love and romance, that you are breaking yourself free from at this time. That's what this feels like for the most part overall for you, Libra. This feels like coming out of romantic codependence or codependency when it comes to romance and relationships. This may even translate into friendships, platonic situations. You're a very independent, strong-willed individual or person, but when it comes to the people that you love, the person that you love, the people that you're closest to you, you become clingy. And I mean like super clingy. Like, I just spoke to you 2 hours ago. Why are you calling me again? I mean, that's a little extreme. Take it as it resonates, but I think you guys know what I'm. Oh, Queen of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. Show me Libra, please, for April 2026. Thank you so very much, Spirit. Oh, okay. You want me to do one more? Oh, there's that Queen of Swords again. All right. Libra, show me Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for April 2026. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right. Well, okay, Libra. Look, this Queen of Swords is sticking around. Queen of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. There you go. There you go, Libra. And then at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, Libra, this is all about gaining a level of independence, sovereignty, and cutting yourself free of codependent energies. Now, there is a relationship dynamic here in which I feel like what is happening here, Libra, what the Queen of Swords is trying to get you to understand or see clearly for yourself, no bullshit, right? Just straight facts. Okay. What I feel like is happening here, Libra, for some of you is that you're independent enough, but once you get into a relationship with someone, whether it's a friend or a romantic situation, all of a sudden, this Four of Pentacles energy activates because you hold on to it for dear life, maybe even smother it. It's like, to an extent, whatever. Overbearing. Because of some sort of trauma, potentially, or there's a reason why, but I guess for fear of losing it. And maybe you're just that much of a helpless romantic that when you find love or when you get love, you don't want to lose it. Okay, that's great, but you're suffocating it when you do that. So this Queen of Swords energy here, which actually is you, isn't it? The Queen of Swords? Yeah, because the Queen is the cardinal. Right, and you're the cardinal sign. Yes. So, okay, great. But, okay, all that aside, the Queen of Swords energy is trying to get you to see how clingy you get, how you hold on for dear life and end up smothering or suffocating the situation, and is trying to get you to move from here. Please excuse my stomach if you can hear that. Move from here of hoarding things for fear of losing them or fear of missing out to here, Nine of Pentacles. Abundant, secure, independent, sovereign. Don't have to worry about anything. Don't have to worry about losing anything because whatever you lose will just be replaced. It can be replaced. And if you're solid, see, it's a level of, it's a self-worth thing too. Because if you're really solid here in this Nine of Pentacles, this sovereign energy, you're not going to be afraid of someone entering your life and then leaving again. Because you've got you still at the end of the day. That other person that was in your life for those 5 minutes, for that hot second, icing on the cake, cherry on the cake. But you're already the whole damn cake. Okay? So like whatever, dude. Like whatever. Right. All right, cool. Show me partnership for Libra, please. Uh-oh. Ooh, this is serious. Fell out on the floor. Hold on. Ugh. Hi, buddy. Well, well, well. It's the Queen of Cups. Yep. Looking into yourself, Libra. Figuring out. I literally just heard someone say, why am I like this? I don't know, Libra. Why are you like this? Maybe you should look into that. Oh, man. Show me more partnership, please. Anything else for partnership for Libra? The Hanged Man. Damn. Spirit's like, I said what I said. I'm about taking, and then the Fool is at the bottom of the deck. Ooh. Okay, so for somebody here, Libra, you are going to have to completely change the way that you approach romance and relationships. And I mean romantic relationships and platonic relationships, okay? You are going to have to completely, whole new direction. It's going to feel like jumping off a cliff or something like that, because it's not going to be familiar to you. You're not going to know how you're going to land, where you're going to land. You're kind of just taking a leap of faith. But you see, taking a leap of faith in terms of this situation into something that's unknown is wildly better than staying where you are. Because if you just stay where you are, there's no chance of anything improving. And if you do take a leap of faith into the unknown, okay, it might be a rough landing. Okay, you might end up a little scratched and bruised a little bit, but it's still better. It's still going to give you the most potential for change than if you just stay where you are and keep doing things the way you've been doing things. Partnership, Queen of Cups and the Hanged Man. Why am I like this? That is the question you need to ask yourself. Not from a judgment point of view. Not so that you can look at yourself and be like, you see, stupid bitch, I told you. No. Why am I like this? So I can fix it. Ask yourself that question. Again, not to judge yourself, but to say, okay, what do I need to heal here? Why actually am I like this? Okay. Repetition. Show me repetition for Libra, please. The 10 of Swords. I like that. Because it's dark, it's heavy, it's painful, it's heartbreaking, but it's an ending. Actually, not only is it an ending, it's a completion. Thank you, Spirit. They just reminded me of that. It's not just an ending, it's a completion. You know, I just realized this. I don't use this deck often. It's one of my favorites, but I don't really use it often. But I just realized that in this 10 of Swords, this person is not face down on the ground. No, they're face up. So I get this feeling, Libra, that you've been intentionally just watching people hurt you. You've been consciously aware of this, whatever's been repeating over and over and over again, all these 10 swords that you got in yourself. You've been watching it. There's almost a masochistic energy to this. You enjoy the pain. Would this be sadistic as well? Is a sadist someone that harms themselves also, or is someone that always harms others? And then, so a sadist might be the person that does evil things to other people, but a masochist is an individual that enjoys pain of their own. Correct me if I'm wrong there. Obviously, I'm not a psychologist or a doctor, but that's what I'm getting from this, Libra. There's almost this kind of, please don't, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but what I heard was there's this almost sick pleasure that you've gotten out of the pain and the destruction and the backstabbing and being used and all that. I literally just heard a female voice say, well, at least I know he loves me. At least I know he cares about me. Girl. Honey. Repetition. Show me more for repetition, please. That's not good. No, baby, that's not good. No, baby, that's not good, okay? That's not love. Damn. King of Wands and this fucking Knight of Cups. Yo, these people knew exactly, this person knew exactly what they were doing, Libra, and you let them. You watched them do it and said, oh, it's okay. This is fine every single time, Libra. Girl, bro, come on. 10 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck now. See, this is, God, this is a hard truth. And I'm so sorry that I have to, but look, this is the reason why I'm here, okay? I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass. I'm not here to frou-frou, cookie, sugarcoat everything. Bitch, no. We're here to do some work. And unfortunately, Libra, this load that you've got, this load that you're carrying, honey, it is all on you. You have stacked yourself up with all of this all by yourself. You got a lot to carry here. You got to lighten your load. All this repetition, Libra. Ugh. I mean, the Knight of Cups is bad enough, but especially the Knight of Cups isn't intrinsically bad. But in context of what we've been talking about here, okay, both with these love readings that I did and this reading that I'm doing for y'all now, this Knight of Cups energy that we've been talking about in this, it's bad enough. But when he's backed by the King of Wands, no scruples, zero, doesn't care about anything else other than themselves. And there's like, this is like a weird fetish. Well, I guess all fetishes are kind of weird, but this is like, it's like a fetish, really, for individuals that will just steamroll over you, that will just overpower you, that'll just boss you around and do, like, look, if that's your thing, that's your thing. And I mean, within healthy situations, if you want to role play like that, that's cool. That shit, get your shit, bitch. I ain't trying to judge you nothing. Okay? But when that role play starts to bleed into your everyday life and your everyday existence, your 9 to 5, your mundane, when that becomes the baseline of your relationship with these people or this person, that's when it's toxic and dangerous. Because there's no safe word there, is there? No, that's just general life. All right, well, show me door to power for Libra then. Justice. You also are showing up again. When did you show up first? The Queen of Swords, right? Yes. But now you're showing up again. Libra, justice, door to power, balancing the scales, taking your power back. Okay, no, this really is like a law and order type of situation. So there may be some sort of court case that is involved with this. I'm getting domestic abuse, domestic violence, finally putting someone to task. So that means finally going to the police and filing a report, or finally speaking up and saying something to someone about it. Or in some cases, I don't necessarily condone this, especially if you're with a very violent individual who feeds off of this energy. In some cases, fighting back somehow. Again, I don't recommend fighting back physically. But what I'm really seeing with this Libra is the sword of truth that she's holding that ends up balancing the scales. Show me door to power for Libra. That's enough right there. And the strength card. Justice and strength. This is literally having the power to stand up for yourself and say no. This is literally having the power to speak the truth. This is literally having the power to take whatever steps it is you need to take to bring justice to yourself and this situation. I'm hearing to yourself, to this situation, and to your life, Libra. Yeah, because you're over it. At the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. You can't 44, 44 on the counter. Libra, you can't keep going like this. This is not sustainable, honey. And in some extreme cases, and I'm only saying this because I'm very good at recognizing patterns, if you couldn't tell already. Okay, so I'm not saying necessarily that I'm picking up on this, that this is actually going to happen for anyone, but I've seen this go this way before. We all have. We all watch true crime, don't we? Okay. If you stay in a situation like this, it is only going to get worse, Libra, and someone could end up getting unalived. Again, let me reiterate this for you. I am not predicting that that's about to happen, but we all have watched our fair share of true crime, right? Especially surrounding domestic abuse, right? And domestic violence, right? Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it there then. But okay, look, Libra, you're in a place where you can break free from this, but you've got to stand up, Libra. All right. Okay. I love you. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. Please don't hesitate to let me know how this resonates in the comments down below. If you'd like a personal reading with me, my email address can be found in the description box. And as always, please make sure to like and subscribe and maybe even share this with a friend. Yes? I love you so much, Libra. I hope you have a fantastic month, and I look forward to connecting with you again very, very soon. Yes? Cute. Mwah. Bye. Hey, Aquarius. All right. Aquarius, you feel like you're mad about something. I feel like somebody here is like side-eyeing me right now. Like, what is this bitch about to say? Well, then why are you even fucking watching? Anyway. Anyway, Aquarius. There's really nothing coming through for you at first, initially. So what, you're going to make me dig for it? Okay, Aquarius. You're going to make me work for this. I mean, I guess that makes sense. You are a fixed sign, right? You're being stubborn about, you're being stubborn about something. You are. And it feels like whatever it is you're being stubborn about, Aquarius, has got you stuck in a repetitive loop. You don't want to admit that you were wrong about something. Maybe you don't want to admit that you were wrong about the person that you're with, or the situation you find yourself in, or whatnot, whatever. Pride and ego are involved here. In some cases, extreme forms of it. Like you would rather stay in what you know and see to be as an abusive situation out of spite. That's weird. It's like there's a feeling here of like doubling down. All right, Aquarius. Show me Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for April 2026. Thank you so very much, Spirit. All right, Aquarius, let's see what we've got for you. At the bottom of the deck, Jesus. You've got the Magician, you've got Temperance, and you've got the Two of Cups. Manipulation. What I'm getting here with this, Aquarius, I keep wanting to say Libra. You might be dealing with a Libra. You might have a Libra placement, or your partner is a Libra, or something like that. I don't know. Take it as it resonates, but whatever. Also, I just forget it. Anyway, what I'm getting with this, Aquarius, is with the Magician, first of all, someone is trying for dear life to make this work. Like doing everything that they can to try and struggling to try and force this to work. And saying things like, give it time, just give it time, just give it time, Temperance. Okay. And it's funny because Temperance is showing up here for you. Yeah, let's give it time. Let's give it time. Because you know what time is going to do? Reveal all. Eventually, you're going to see it. You may not see it now, but eventually you're going to see it. Underneath the Two of Cups here and underneath all of this, yeah, you've got the Seven of Swords. Aquarius. Oh my God. The Seven of Swords, the Five of Swords, and then the World. Shut up, Aquarius. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? This is literally that energy of being of extreme stubbornness. Seven of Swords, Five of Swords. No, I'm going to stay here and I'm going to fight for this. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. Show me partnership for Aquarius, please, Spirit. Woohoo! Your first card is Justice. Ah! Libra got Justice too, but Libra got Justice on the door to power. Oh, somebody is going to get their just desserts here. Oh, all right. This feels like an energy, Aquarius, of somebody who has been manipulating another person, whether this is you, Aquarius, or somebody else, maybe the person that you're with. Somebody has been specifically manipulative in a romantic situation, and this may be the case that they've been this way their whole lives. But let me tell you something, Aquarius. There's about to be some justice served here. Okay, and the other person, if the other person is the manipulative one here, please do not feel like you're safe. Don't get cute. Don't get comfortable. Because just because most of this justice or karmic backlash is going to come for that person that's been manipulative and manipulating the whole time, it doesn't mean that your ass is safe. Why? Because you have been in it with them. So you're going to get yours too somehow. Justice is coupled with the Six of Cups in reverse. Stuck in the past. Stuck in nostalgia too. I'm getting that with the Six of Cups reversed. And then at the bottom of the deck, underneath all that, you've got the Hanged Man. Before I move on, what I want to say about this, Aquarius, is that the past does not serve you. It has never served you. You're stuck in the past somehow. Can I get one more for partnership for Libra? I'm sorry, Aquarius, not Libra. Some of you are dealing with a Libra or you have a Libra placement. But show me partnership. One more for Aquarius, please. Just one more card for partnership. There we go. The Ace of Swords. Ah! Come on, Libra. Libra? No, Aquarius. I'm sorry. I don't know why Libra energy keeps coming up. Maybe watch the Libra reading. Yeah, maybe watch the Libra part of this when you're done here with this part. But the Ace of Swords, the truth is here. You're stuck in the past somehow. This past is not serving you, is what I'm hearing. And then you have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. You know, I feel like somebody here may be staying in either a specific relationship or a specific type of relationship because they don't want to come out of the past. They don't want to grow up. They don't want to mature. That has been the general theme here for the air signs, but also for the love readings that I've been doing. And then you have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Somebody's going to need to step up and be honest and truthful with themselves about a situation that is holding them back. All right. Show me repetition for Aquarius, please. The Two of Pentacles. So you've been in this repetitive energy, Aquarius, but you've been going back and forth on it. One moment you're like, okay, I'm ready to break free from this. And the other moment you're like, no, I want to stay here. And then some of you may even be wondering why the universe isn't delivering anything to you. I'll tell you why. Because you're sending the universe mixed signals. One moment you want out, the next moment you're steady, you're stable, you're good, you want to stay? The fuck? Why don't you make up your mind, please? That would really be helpful. Repetition here for Libra, Aquarius. Repetition for Aquarius, please. The Eight of Pentacles. One more card, please, for repetition for Aquarius. Okay, there we go. Oh, no, we got two. We got three. Holy shit. And they're all reversed. The Queen of Cups in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Hanged Man in reverse. Can't say anything else, but and then you have the Fool here at the bottom of the deck. Repetition is clarified by the Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles upright. So what this repetition energy is, you've been in this repetition, this repetitive cycle, either with this person or with a similar type of energy. Like, let's say, for example, this new person that you're with now is the same type of energy or the same type of dynamic that you had with your ex, right? Okay. You have been stuck here, going back and forth with this, trying to keep the balance and continuing to work on this the way it has always been. You keep putting in the effort to keep this going. This is a representation of that stubbornness that I was picking up on. 55, 55 on the counter. I keep seeing fives while I'm doing this for you. There needs to be a big change. You keep on keeping on, instead of going within and being like, what the fuck? I just said this to Libra and I'm going to say it to you. Maybe this is why the connection between the Aquarius and the Libra reading are so strong. Because what I said to Libra, when this Queen of Cups came out, I said, why am I like this? Ask yourself, why am I like this? I don't know. Why are you like this, Aquarius? Maybe you should look into that. Oh, wait, you're not doing that. You're choosing not to do that. You're choosing to stay on the karmic hamster wheel. You're choosing to stay unenlightened. That's why you've got the repetition going on. You have got to take a leap of faith in a brand new direction, Aquarius. All right, door to power, please. Show me door to power for Aquarius. The Lovers. Gemini energy. This feels like a choice between the light and the dark. Staying within the dark or looking for the light and moving towards the light. That's what this Lover's energy feels like for you. You can stay in the hedonistic, burning bush side, or you can go towards enlightenment and wisdom and power and gain your power back. Show me door to power for Aquarius, please. Four of Pentacles. They're saying that's enough. Okay. And then the Chariot is at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to put that there. Underneath the Chariot is the 10 of Pentacles. And you do have this 8 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles, Aquarius, that do add up to a 10. And now this 10 of Pentacles is showing up. So you're about to graduate. For sure, you're about to graduate. You're on the precipice of it. So the question for you, in terms of door to power, in terms of taking your power back, Aquarius, the question for you is, where do you want to be grounded? Where do you want your foundation to be? Do you want it to be in the burning bush, destructive side, or do you want it to be in the wise, free, abundant, and powerful side? Where do you want your structure, your foundation, 4 of Pentacles, to be? Where do you want to be holding yourself? Do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to move forward with the Chariot energy? But in order to move forward with this Chariot energy, Aquarius, you're going to have to look into yourself, Queen of Cups, so that you can get your light and your dark balanced so that you can move forward with it. Okay. You're about to graduate, Aquarius, so don't feel bad about this. But yeah, that was some hard truth right there. Yeah, it was. Sorry, not sorry. I'm going to leave it there, though. I love you so much. Please understand that. I do. I love you. I'm here to help. I'm just trying to help, baby. Okay. But with that said, I hope you have a fantastic month. Please don't hesitate to let me know how this resonates for you down in the comments. If you would like a personal reading with me, my email address can be found in the description box below. And please make sure to smash that like button, share this with a friend, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. But with that said, Aquarius, I love you. Again, I love you. Okay? I love you so much. I hope you have a fantastic month, and I look forward to connecting with you again very, very soon. Yes? Cute. Mwah. Bye.